What is up, everybody? Lucas back with a video here, and today I'm talking about fasting, in particular intermittent fasting. I'm going to tell you about my experience. I'm going to give you some of the benefits that are proven scientifically about fasting and why it is a good thing, healthy thing to do. I promote it because I do it myself. Then I'm going to tell you how to do particularly intermittent fasting the right way, so you can use that knowledge how you please. First off, my experience with intermittent fasting. The things it has done for me personally is it has increased my energy throughout the day. So I feel better the whole time of the day, especially in the morning. I become a lot more focused. So because I've prolonged that period of me eating, I'm not having to worry about food, so I'm a lot more focused on what I'm doing. And then other than just, that's not physiological things that have changed, I have saved myself time because at 15, 20 minutes in the morning, I'm a trainer, I wake up very early, so that little bit of time is very valuable to me, and not having to worry about eating food has just made it easier. I've been able to save time, I can rest a little more, and that's nice. I enjoy it. The other thing is there's been less hassle, so I haven't had to worry necessarily about not just eating in the morning, but eating in the afternoon. I'm still getting in my calories, but I'm not having to worry about as much about what I'm eating and eating constantly throughout the day. It's just not as big of a hassle. I found it more convenient for me. So that is my experience with intermittent fasting, and why the few things that I really enjoy and why I feel like it works for me. That's what that is. The benefits of intermittent fasting, though, the physiological benefits of intermittent fasting, the first one, and probably the best one that you could have, is it reduces your insulin resistance. So when you're eating, especially refined carbohydrates, but carbohydrates in general, all throughout the day, you're spiking your insulin up. And so diabetes, for example, is when you are constantly having that insulin spike, your body gets used to the insulin. So your body becomes very insulin resistant, all right? The sensitivity goes down. That's not what we want. What we want is a high insulin sensitivity and reduced insulin resistance, so our blood sugar is more even throughout the day. The next benefit of intermittent fasting is its ability to reduce inflammation, particularly in the guts, because something, especially the food you eat, can cause inflammation, especially if you have a worse diet. It can cause inflammation in the intestines. So by prolonging this period of time where we're not eating, then it's allowing more recovery and allowing that inflammation to back off a little bit, allowing the body to recover better from that inflammation. The next thing is that it boosts your metabolism in short periods. If you stop eating permanently, and you're really not eating enough at all throughout the day, then you're gonna have the opposite effect. You still need to hit your calorie mark, but by prolonging that period, which intermittent fasting is, of which you eat, your body is gonna kick into this mode and burn its body fat for fuel. Your metabolism is going to go up. You're actually going to increase your metabolism. And also with that, it increases growth hormone. So growth hormone is a very powerful, very important hormone that we all have, and this has to do with maintaining lean mass, gaining strength, your bone health, also burning fat is very important. This hormone controls all that. High growth hormone means less fat, more muscle, and just healthier overall. So that is one of the best benefits of intermittent fasting, is getting maximum amounts of growth hormone that you can produce. And then the last thing, which is from the growth hormone kind of indirectly, is it reduces the aging process. It increases longevity, which is great. That's what we want, right? So growth hormone also plays a role in keeping healthy skin, healthy hair, and eyes. And so because growth hormone is increased by intermittent fasting, so is those indirect effects of anti-aging and increased longevity. So those are just a few of the benefits of intermittent fasting. Now I want to talk about how to actually do intermittent fasting, how to do it for yourself. And there's a couple of ways. I prefer one way over the other, but I'm going to explain them both. The first way is the way I don't do it, and that is fasting for 1 or 2 days throughout the week. Be a 24 to 48 hour fast where you don't eat anything for that period for 24 hours, or work your way up to 48 hours. I don't prefer this because when you get used to eating normal throughout the week, if you're eating normal 5 days a week, then when you start to go to fast, it's going to be a lot harder to maintain that fast. You're going to be hungrier because it takes a couple of days to get used to it. And maybe after a few times of practicing this, it'll be easier for you. I much prefer the method called the 12 to 8 method, and I just call it that because that's my eating window. So I don't eat anything until 12 p.m. and then after 12 p.m. I have to get all my calories in before 8. Essentially. And that window may change. If I don't eat anything until 2 or 3 o'clock that day, then I'll push back my eating window a couple hours. So you adjust. You're essentially wanting to aim for 16 hours of fasting, no food, and then 8 hours of eating. And it's important here to get the same amount of calories in as you normally would, whether you're trying to lose weight, maintain, recomp, or gain weight, okay? So, if you're trying to lose weight, you're still in a calorie deficit, you're still getting all those calories in that window, okay? So it's very important for whatever you're trying to accomplish. Intermittent fasting is literally just changing the time, okay? So squeezing everything within that 8-hour window. And that is what I found. It may take a few days to get used to not eating in the morning. You will probably be hungry, but after a few days, the body gets used to it, you adjust, and hopefully you enjoy it more. Remember guys, the best diet for you is the one that works. Intermittent fasting is really just a fad diet. It's something that has come up, but it works for a lot of people. Same with the keto diet, paleo, whatever one you want to do, whole foods. There's so many out there. But finding one that fits and you can adjust with it and that you can pursue permanently is the best one for you. One that you can be healthy, longevity for a long period of time. That is a diet. It's not one that you start with means to an end. I said it before and I'll say it again. So hope this helped y'all kind of get some insight on intermittent fasting and hope it gave you a way to do it. Try it out, and if you have any questions, leave it in the comments or shoot me a DM. I'd love to help you. Other than that, that's all for today, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.